What if struggling with math has nothing to do with being bad at numbers and everything to do with how your brain is wired to learn? I'm about to show you a simple method that can help you finally get math. It all starts with a 5-minute warm-up. But first, does this sound familiar? You study for hours, but the next day it's gone, or you get it in class, but on the test your mind just goes blank. If you're nodding, it's not your fault. It's because most of us were taught to learn math the wrong way. We're told to use brute force memorization and logic. For some people that works, but for many of us our brain just gets overloaded. It's like trying to run 10 heavy apps on an old phone, everything freezes. Here's the frustrating part. Some brain scan studies show that students who struggle with math can actually show more brain activity than students who find it easy. They're working harder but getting worse. Results because their brains are fighting a battle. We all have two ways of thinking. The first is slow, logical, and step-by-step. That's what school focuses on. Memorize the formula, follow the steps. But we also have a fast, intuitive way of thinking. It's your brain's pattern detector. It's what you use to catch a ball without thinking about physics. Here's the key. Math is a pattern language. When you only use that slow, logical part, your brain works overtime and gets exhausted. But when you first switch on your brain's pattern detector, math starts to click. So how do you do it? My approach has two parts. First, a 5-minute brain primer to switch on that pattern detector. Second, a 3-step method to solve the problem. Part 1 is the 5-minute brain primer. Do this right before you study, first for 2 minutes. Draw it. Instead of just writing formulas, draw the problem. For multiplication, draw groups of things. For fractions, draw a pizza. For algebra, use shapes for variables. Your brain processes visuals incredibly fast, which can make an abstract problem feel more concrete. Next, for 3 minutes, move it. Connect a physical gesture to the concept. For addition, bring your hands together. For division, pull them apart. For an equation, balance your hands like a scale. Movement can create different memory pathways, making the concept stick better than just reading a rule. Part 2 is the chunk and story method. Okay, your brain is primed and your pattern detector is on. Now you open the book. When you hit a problem that's overwhelming, use this 3-step technique. Step 1, break it down. Stop looking at the whole problem. Break it into tiny, ridiculously small chunks. Your brain can handle small pieces. It's the big picture that's overwhelming. Step 2, create a story. This is the most important step. Give each chunk a real-world meaning. Don't think x plus 5 equals 10. Think I have a mystery number of apples, I get 5 more, and now I have 10. How many did I start with? Your brain is wired for stories, not for abstract symbols. Step 3, find the pattern. Once you solve one problem with your story, do 3 more just like it. You're not memorizing, you're training your brain's pattern detector to see the rhythm of the math. Let me show you. The old way, 1/2 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. Your brain goes, why? Who cares? The new way, imagine a pizza. I eat half of it. My friend eats 1/4 of it. How much did we eat together? 3/4. See the difference. You're not memorizing rules. You're understanding a situation. It just clicks. This 2-part system works. I had a student, Sarah, who was failing algebra. After 2 weeks of doing the 5-minute primer and the chunk and story method, she got her first B on a test. 2 months later, she was getting A's. Not because she got smarter, but because she finally learned how to work with her brain instead of against it. This isn't just about passing a math test, it's about learning to use the right tool for the job. So try this tomorrow. Before you touch a math problem, spend 5 minutes on the brain primer. Then pick one concept you hate and apply the chunk and story method. Then come back here and leave a comment. Let me know if something finally clicked, and finally share this with one person you know who thinks they're bad at math. You could seriously help them change their relationship with learning. Subscribe for more tips, and I'll see you in the next one.